at the Islamic Relief Centre here in Bradford. We're just going to interrupt them there as they actually get some of their pledges in the book. How have you raised the money that you've got there?
Well, what it is something my mum gave, something my children gave. They have £100. I've seen it on the news, disaster. And he says, Dad, have you got £100? I said, why? He says, because I want to help with the poor and the people who are in need.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming down and pledging it yourself. So you got a bag there and some clothes there?
Yeah, it's from family and friends. I've got clothes, bag, money, and we feel that we need to help out for the tsunami disaster.
Oh, thanks again. And now, what have you got in that bag there,
This
sir?
is my children's money box. They wanted to donate something, so they said, let's empty the money box, count it, and give it to a pledge to donation. And this is a percentage of my last year's takings. I'm donating this. A percentage of my own wages, basically.
Well, thanks very much indeed for coming along this evening. And yourself, madam?
£100 from family and friends, and a bag of clothes and blankets and things like that.
Everybody doing what they can to help. Yourself?
Yes, £200 from myself and my children, yeah. For needy people, you know, we can contribute maximum we can, yeah.
As much as you possibly can. Thank you.
Our hearts have gone out to the victims, and my family and my friends have managed to raise over £1,100. I've just come to drop it off at Islamic Relief this evening.
Thanks very much indeed. Now, what have you got there?
My savings. I'm giving it because the people out there need it more than me.
Right, and yourself? Wow, you've got a bag of clothes down there?
Yeah, the money for the poor people that we need to help.
Yeah.
Basically, that's my son. Basically, we collected some clothes on them. What we've done, collected £200 for the charity, just to help the needy more than anything else.
Well, thanks very much indeed for coming down and joining us here tonight. We've got Wasim, who's in charge of this centre. I mean, it's fantastic, isn't it? The response has been overwhelming.
Yeah, the response has been unprecedented for us. I mean, the community has really come together to respond to this earthquake and help the victims.
And £55,000 raised on one evening, just at a dinner at the weekend.
That's correct. We held a fundraising dinner and we raised £55,000. So, I mean, for us it's keep rushing in your donations to Islamic Relief.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, we've given you a lot of information this evening. I want to give you another bit, a strapline on the bottom of the screen now of another website that we want to tell you about, set up by a consortium of businessmen. And they this afternoon had a £1 million pledge of clothing from a Leeds company. We're going to find out more now from Sophie Hussain as part of the consortium. Thanks very much for talking to us. First of all, a bit about that pledge that you had this afternoon.
Yeah, we've got a company in Leeds, EBI Manufacturing, who've pledged over £1 million worth of clothing to us. But what we're after on the website is pledges for medicine, equipment and transport and people's help.
And basically, if they go to that website, they can find out what they can offer, and it's matched up with what the need is.
Yes, what we're doing is the web portal works by marrying up the relief agencies with the donors, and so we can actually tell them exactly where things are, and the relief agencies then can make the arrangements to get them picked up.
Sophie, thank you very much indeed for coming and talking to us about that. Now we've got Stuart Phelan, who's here, who's from Bradford Bulls, who was actually in the disaster zone when it all happened. I mean, you're back now seeing everything that's happening here. What was it like to be involved in it?
Yeah, pretty terrible, really. I mean, in all honesty, though, we didn't exactly get involved too much. I mean, really, it didn't affect us too much. I mean, you see the people, you know, being washed away and things like that. Those are the people that got involved. We were kind of just in the background, and in all honesty, came away fine, really.
Must be a huge shock, though, to see. I suppose you've seen a lot more of it since you've got home with the images that you've seen on television.
Yeah, obviously when things are unfolding, you don't know what exactly is happening, really, do you? But they had Sky News there and things like that, and we're obviously watching all that type of stuff and watching it unfold. When you get back and you see that it's gone from being originally like 6,000 to hundreds of thousands, it's pretty shocking.
It certainly is. Thank you very much indeed for coming and joining us here this evening. They are Christine. Come back and see us before the end of the programme, and I know that you have now more stories of help from across our region.